somewhere right now, a piece of land is making someone richer while they sleep. They're not watching it, not managing it. They're not even thinking about it. And somewhere else, a different piece of land is quietly swallowing someone's entire life savings. Same asset, completely opposite outcomes. This is the game of real estate, which seems very simple. You buy a property, you sell a property. But it is much more complicated than that. But don't worry, today, we simplify it for you. What you're about to understand isn't what they teach in school. It isn't what most financial advisors will tell you. It's the actual mechanics, the invisible engine running underneath every real estate deal that ever made someone wealthy or broke them completely. We're going from the beginning, all the way to the level where sophisticated investors still get it wrong. Let's start with the most important thing most people get wrong about real estate. They think it's about the building. It's not. Real estate is about control. Let me explain with a scenario. You and your friend both have $100,000 each. Your friend put it in stocks worth $100,000, but you put it into real estate as a down payment, and you now control a $500,000 asset. Now you might be wondering, how is that possible? You and your friend both had the same amount of money, but you control an asset that is worth 5 times more than his asset. Well, it's because of mortgage. And a mortgage is the most powerful financial tool available to ordinary people. But a lot of people get overwhelmed with the term mortgage. Well, don't be, because it simply means a loan from the bank where the property itself is collateral. So in any case you fail to pay back the bank, they seize the property. But as long as you keep paying, you control an asset worth 5 times what you put in. The best thing about this is the bank takes the risk with you, but you keep all the upside. Now going back to our stocks versus real estate scenario, let's imagine that $500,000 property goes up 10%. It's now worth $550,000, and you have just made $50,000 on a $100,000 investment. That's a 50% return, whereas in stocks, your friend made only 10%. Now, I know what you are thinking. Real estate is a money-making machine, and I should never invest in stocks and put all my money in real estate. Well, it's not that simple, and you will know that why later in this video. But let's first understand why your friend, the stock investor, only made a 10% return while you made 50%. It's because with borrowed capital, you allowed yourself to control a high-value asset with a small down payment, and the real estate moguls has a term for this, and it's called leverage. And leverage is why real estate has created more millionaires than any other asset class in American history. But be very careful, because leverage is also a blade that cut both ways. Most people think real estate makes you money one way. Rent comes in, expenses go out. You keep what's left. That's not how it works. A single property, if structured correctly, makes you money 4 ways at the same time. Number 1, cash flow. The rent that lands in your account every month after every expense is paid. This is the most visible stream, and often the smallest. Number 2, appreciation. Over time, well-located real estate rises in value. Not every year, not every market, but over decades, American real estate has beaten inflation consistently. Number 3, equity buildup. Every mortgage payment your tenant makes on your behalf chips away at your loan. Number 4, tax advantages. The U.S. tax code treats real estate unlike any other investment. You can depreciate a building, claim it's losing value on paper, while its real value climbs. That paper loss reduces your taxable income on real earnings. The wealthiest real estate investors in America have legally paid close to 0 taxes on rental income for years. 4 streams, 1 asset. This is the engine. Now, here's what happens when the engine runs in reverse. Everything we just described, every advantage, can flip. And when it doesn't just stop making you money. It starts taking everything you have. Here's how. Let's go back to our leverage example. You bought a $500,000 property with $100,000 down. Now, imagine the market drops 15%. The property is worth $425,000. You still owe the bank $400,000. Your entire down payment is gone. And the mortgage payment is still due next month. This is the part the passive income videos don't show you. Yes, leverage multiplies gains, but it multiplies losses with the same efficiency. And unlike the stock market, where you can sell in seconds and walk away, real estate locks you in. You cannot exit quickly. Sometimes you cannot exit at all. This is called liquidity risk, and it has destroyed more sophisticated investors than market crashes ever have. Let's take a real-life instance to help you understand better. The 2008 real estate collapse. Most people think 2008 real estate collapse was just about falling prices. It is not. Well, not fully. It was about a financial product built on the assumption that prices could never fall nationally, all at once. They bundled thousands of individual mortgages together into a single product called a mortgage-backed security and sold it to every bank, pension fund, and government entity on earth. When housing prices fell, the assumption underneath that product collapsed. The cable snapped, and every institution holding that cable fell with it. 8 million families lost their homes, not because they made bad decisions, because someone else made a mathematical bet and put the entire economy on the table as collateral. The 2008 crash was survivable if you understood one concept. It's the same concept that separates real estate investors who get rich from the ones who get buried. Most people have never heard of it. It's called the cap rate. The capitalization, or cap rate, is the return a property generates on its full value, before debt. Now, how cap rate is calculated is a story for another day, but you don't need to concern yourself with that right now. All you need to know is this golden rule that all sophisticated investors live by. Your cap rate must be higher than your interest rate, or you are losing money with every dollar of debt you carry. For example, if you borrow at 7% and your property only returns 5%, you are paying 7 cents to earn 5 cents. That is called negative leverage, and it is completely invisible to most investors until it's too late. This is the level that separates the people who build lasting wealth through real estate from the people who merely look like they are. So what do the people who consistently build wealth through real estate actually understand? Rule 1. The numbers work at today's rates, or the deal doesn't work. Not at high future rates. Not at the rates from 3 years ago. Today's numbers. Today's rates. No exceptions. Rule 2. Liquidity is not optional. Every property you own requires a reserve, at least 6 months of payments minimum. The investors who survive every cycle are the ones who prepared before they needed to. Rule 3. Negative leverage will kill you before the market does. So know your cap and interest rate, and make sure your cap rate is higher than interest rate. Rule 4. Know what kind of real estate investor are you? Homeowner, landlord, developer, or passive investor? Because each position has a different risk profile and a different failure mode. Real estate is not a shortcut. It is a machine. And like every machine, it rewards the person who understands how it runs, and it punishes the person who only sees what it produces. The leverage that built the millionaire and the leverage that buried the family, it was the same lever. The only difference was the hand holding it. If this is how you want to understand money, not the shortcuts, not the highlights, the actual mechanics of how wealth is built and destroyed, this channel exists for exactly that reason. Subscribe, and we'll see you inside the next one.